Hey, the Breakmaster here, and it's gonna be my Toonami Lucky 7 thoughts. And what Lucky 7 is, what Toonami's doing right now is that they took off Devil Wonderland and they took off Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, I know Cowboy Bebop is gone. I'm like, holy crap! They took off the old timer. They took it off and they replaced it with Eureka 7 and Samurai 7. So here's my thoughts on this whole thing. And the thing is, I hear people saying it's gonna make Toonami irrelevant, stuff like that. And you know, it's like people are having like they're getting butthurt, I guess, off of this. Like they're getting mad at the fact that they don't got something newer on here, because the thing is, Samurai 7, pretty old show. Eureka 7 has aired on Adult Swim before. Both shows actually were on TV that I've actually watched on TV. So it's just like, so putting it back on TV. Well, when it comes to Samurai 7's case, I'll say something about that. But when it comes to Eureka 7, it was on Adult Swim. So I've actually seen the show, and it had a couple of reruns before. So I mean I've watched it at least like twice before. So I'm pretty familiar with the show, and it's a good show actually. But to air it on Toonami now, and I mean it's already had a good airtime. So I mean they should have a good amount of fans on this. I'm not sure. I mean when it comes to the newer generation, I guess they'll get into this show, I guess. So I'm guessing that's what they're trying to do. And when it comes to Samurai 7, I'm almost certain that not everybody have seen that show. There's a lot of people that haven't seen that show, because that show is old. And if you looked around and try to look it online to watch it, like you're like, oh, I'm watching a Samurai show. Well, bam, Samurai 7. Like, you know, it's that show, I guess you can say, isn't as popular as it could be, because the show is actually really good. I've seen the show, and it's a really good show. It has like 12, 13 episodes, so it should end at the same time as Casher and Sin, because Casher and Sin's around like episode 12 to 13, I think. I can't remember, because I keep falling asleep on Casher and Sin, because it comes on like at 12, no, it comes on at 1 o'clock actually, and I'm already like tired at that point, and you know, I take a nap accidentally, because just the way the show is, it's very slow paced, and like, oh man, you know, the ruin's coming to get us. Oh, and then people go to sleep, and well, I go to sleep watching that, because I just can't keep my patience on it. But it's a good show nonetheless. I've been watching it because I watch it again when it reruns again. But nonetheless, we're talking about Samurai 7 here. Samurai 7, like I said, it's a really good show. Hopefully this would give more popularity to Samurai 7, because they need this. And the thing is, when it comes to Toonami is gonna always be relevant. And this is for the main fact. This is the main fact. Now, I don't usually say fact, okay? But this is the fact here, that Toonami can bring in more fans to a series that didn't do so well, or didn't get as much airtime, or people didn't see it. The thing is, Devil Wonderland is a very, very good example. You know, and Casher and Sin too. Devil Wonderland, I watched that show a year ago, and people were pumped up about that show, like, oh man, that show's gonna be awesome and stuff, and people were watching it, and some people did reviews, like I did some reviews back then. It was a long time ago. You know, my views were all kind of, you know, laggy and whatnot at the time, but I did reviews for that show, and I watched the show, and there was good popularity, but then once the show ended, you know, no one's talking about it anymore. It wasn't really relevant anymore, you know? No one really watched it, and the popularity wasn't as big as it could have been. It's on TV now, and everybody's like, I see so many newer viewers. You know, I'm subscribed to some of them that are doing Devil Wonderland reviews, and they're catching it and watching it on TV because they're psyched and stoked to watch it. And there's so many new fans for the series, all because of TV, all because of Toonami. Toonami built a new fan base for that show. Same thing with Casher and Sin. Casher and Sin is a show that people will pass up because, like, oh, this show looks kind of interesting, but I'm like, eh. And I got this quote basically from Animation Reborn, because he said this in talking about what Toonami being relevant or not and stuff, and he was basically saying that it gave people more popularity. It gave the show popularity. People were going to watch it more, and then because it's on Toonami, they're going to try to catch it to see what it is about, because people watch it on their own leisure time. You know, like, oh, I'll watch that later at some point, and then they might not watch it. You know, Steins Gate. I'll admit, I was supposed to watch Steins Gate, but I freaking watched a couple episodes, and I kind of stopped watching it because I got into some other series at the time, and so I can't really, you know, I didn't watch it. But the thing is, when it comes to Steins Gate, actually, hopefully, I'm really hoping, because they just got a dub for that show. Hopefully, what they do, like they did with Devil Wonderland, is to get that show and put it on Toonami as well. Because the thing is, what I've heard from Devil Wonderland is that they only can air it one time, only because one, they didn't have the funds for it, and that was just good promotion so people can buy the DVDs for the show. That's what Funimation was thinking. So that was good thinking. Go buy the DVDs. It's actually a pretty good show. Just, the ending was like, nah. I already give my opinions on that. If you want to see that, go to my review. But that's something like it can bring in new fans of the series. Samurai 7 is an old show, and not everybody have seen it. And it has aired on TV, but I'm pretty sure no one watched it on TV because it was on a channel that no one really watches stuff on. At least that I know, because people are like, what is IFC? Because IFC was one that actually aired Samurai 7 along with Hellgirl, with Speedgrapher, Witchblade. Excellent freaking show, by the way. But people haven't really seen that stuff because who watches IFC? So why would someone watch Samurai 7 unless they watched it online? They found it interesting because, like, I don't watch a samurai, so I have to watch Samurai Champloo or something. And they went to that show because it's a good show. So I'm hopefully it'll bring in more fans for the series for Samurai 7 and for Eureka 7. Now this one I'm like, I don't know, because it aired on Adult Swim before and it had a couple of reruns before that, and it's a good show. But it had its fan base at the time. I just don't know how well it do now, because a lot of people actually probably have seen that show. If you haven't seen it, I'm surprised you haven't seen it because it's on TV. Unless you're pretty young that you haven't seen it, then that makes sense. But it was on Adult Swim back then, so it's just, if someone hasn't seen it yet, I'm guessing you just neglected that show. So then you might neglect it now. So I'm like, I don't know. When it comes to the Eureka 7, that's when I'm like kind of scratching my head with. Samurai 7 is pretty old and it's not necessarily very known. So that should work. I'll leave a description for the trailer, by the way, so you can check it out. Not to mention the trailer, not the trailer, but the Toonami's little announcement for us at the Lucky 7 thing. So I'll link in the description below. And like I said, when it comes to Eureka 7, I don't really know about that show. When it comes to the Toonami as a whole right now, I don't know. I've been feeling kind of like about Toonami, but I still watch it. Not to mention Bleach is finally out of freaking filler. I'm so glad. I'm getting tired of that filler, so I'm happy to see it on track again. So I'm looking forward to seeing some more of this. I didn't see Halibel's fight. I only saw like snippets of it, but I never actually watched the full fight. So I'm looking forward to seeing that, especially in dub. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen with that. And so like I said, it just, Toonami's relevant only because, and this is a fact here, I don't usually say fact, but this is a fact. Toonami is only irrelevant because it can get new fans into a series that they haven't seen before, And people who are prone to just be like, oh, let's check it. Let's just check it out. Let's see what it is, because it'll air on Toonami. Just check it out. And they check it out, they might like it. I'm pretty sure you guys will like freaking Samurai 7. And Eureka 7 is a pretty good show as well. So if you like mechs and stuff, you're gonna like that show as well. So yeah, this is some good stuff. This is not that bad of an idea. So I'm just hoping that after they get done with Casshern Sin and Samurai 7, because they should end at the same time, because Casshern Sin, it should be around like 13 episodes, like 13 more episodes left or something. I'm not really sure. They should be on episode 12 or something, but Samurai 7 has like 12 episodes, so it should air at the same time. So hopefully they get like Steins Gate and put it on there. That'd be freaking good. Or some other more relevant anime. They need something more relevant to me. Something that's more relevant to Toonami. Something and it's new, so they can also promote DVD sales like they did before, like this, because the only way you can watch the dub was actually on TV until it actually got on the internet. So I'm just saying, these are just my thoughts. I'm kind of mixed between it. I don't think it's a bad idea, but I don't think it's a great idea at the same time either, because this could turn people off from Toonami. But give it a try. Give it a try. If you haven't seen the series, please check it out. You will like these series, hopefully, anyways. So yeah, what are your thoughts on this little discussion here today? Leave your comments below and tell me what you think. If you like this little discussion here, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more. So yeah, it's been the Thabreakmasta, and until then, break out.